Maybe you're in the middle of something right now that is testing your faith. But before you give up, watch this. You are not alone. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Now let's talk. Let's talk about something we all experience, but often struggle to express. And that is trusting God through the journey. Because the truth is, trusting God isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily walk. It's a moment-by-moment surrender. It's choosing faith even when the path ahead doesn't make sense. And when the silence feels louder than God's voice, say to yourself, God, I trust you, but I am scared. Have you ever whispered those words to yourself? I know I have. We say we trust God, and we mean it. But when the road gets rough, when prayers seem unanswered, when life doesn't look like the promises, doubt creeps in. Fear grows loud. And suddenly, trusting God feels more like a fight than a feeling. That's the tension of the journey. It's not always full of clarity or comfort, no. But it is full of purpose. Firstly, every journey begins with a step. Think of Abraham. God told him to leave everything familiar and go to the land I will tell you. Not a map was given, not even a timeline, just a direction and a promise. And Abraham went. That's trust. Not because the road was easy, no, but because the one calling him was faithful. Sometimes God won't show us the full picture because he's building our faith, not just our plans. Therefore, waiting doesn't mean that God is absent. If you've ever waited on God, waited for healing, for direction, or for breakthrough, you know how painful it can be. But what if the waiting isn't a punishment, but a preparation? Think about it. What if the silence isn't an abandonment, but an alignment? God uses the promise to shape us, not just the destination to bless us. David was anointed king, yet spent years running for his life. Joseph had dreams, but spent time in a pit and a prison before the palace. Even Jesus waited 30 years before starting his public ministry. God works in the waiting. So if you are there now, don't give up. Secondly, trust is built through relationships. Here's the truth. It's hard to trust someone you don't know. That's why I believe working closely with God daily through prayers, worship, and reading his word is essential. The more time you spend with him, the more you remember that one, he is faithful. He is for you. He has never failed you, and he will not start now. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Trusting God isn't about understanding everything. It's about believing He's good, even when you don't. Thirdly, surrender doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop controlling. Letting go is one of the hardest parts of the journey, especially when you care deeply about your family, your future, your calling. But surrender is where peace begins. It's not giving up. It's giving over. When you place it in God's hands, you can rest in His timing and His outcome. Also, let God's word guide your steps. When the road gets dark, His word becomes your light. Psalms 119 verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." That means something only you see, or some things you are only see ahead. That's not enough. Because God is already in the next step. When fear comes in like a flood, return to His promises, which says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you. I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Be still and know that I am God." I love this verse so much. Hold on to truth, even when your feelings try to tell you otherwise. You have to also know that God is doing more than you can see. You might not see the full picture right now. No. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening. In fact, some of God's greatest work is done in the hidden season. Like healing your heart, strengthening your spirit. Yes. Opening the right doors and closing the wrong ones. Trusting God means believing that even when you don't feel Him, He's moving. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been according to His purpose." Not some things, but all things. Even the hard ones. Even the painful chapters. Even the waiting. So the journey may test you, but God is with you. Remember that. There will be days when trust feels hard. There will be tears. There will be doubts. There will be questions. But God never asked you to walk alone. He is your shepherd, your refuge, your strength. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 reminds us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not dismay, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Let those words settle deep inside within your soul, and let your story speak for itself. There is power in your testimony. I tell you this, there is power in your testimony. As you walk this journey of trust, others are watching. They see your faith. They feel your peace. And your life becomes a light. So even if you don't have all the answers, keep walking. Keep showing up. Keep choosing faith. Keep becoming the person God is shaping you to be. Because every time you trust Him in uncertainty, your roots go deeper. Your light shines brighter. Your life becomes a testimony of what it means to walk by faith, not by sight. Therefore, trusting God isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Every step, every valley, every mountaintop, every moment of silence is a path of your becoming. So today, wherever you are in your journey, take a deep breath and trust in Him again. He's not finished with you. He is working with you. And He is working all things for your good. So keep going. You are in the hands of a faithful God. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring videos. God bless you.